Okay, so we'll get started. So today's theme is energy boost, and it's all about creating a new calming energy for the rest of the day, so that we're not too heightened. So I've noticed, especially with the moon this week, the full moon, that it can intensify our emotions. So any emotion that we're feeling can be quite intensified when the full moon is around. And I felt this myself, in a range of different ways, and this can kind of take its toll on our energy levels. So it's good to be wary of these different environmental factors and external things that might be impacting our energy, and to just make sure that we take the time to breathe and move in a gentle way to replenish our energy. So that's what we'll do today. So all you need is a yoga mat. We're not using a towel today, but that's okay if you've got one. Or you can use a pillow to kind of prop yourself up. I always like to sit on the edge of the pillow if I'm seated. So we're just going to get started in a cross-legged position. So just sitting up nice and tall, and we're going to pop the arms up above our head. And we're just closing the eyes, and all we're going to do here is some breathing with some pauses, and just becoming more aware of the breath before we start to move. So we're doing breathing in and out through the nose, and we're going to try and do 3-second inhales, pause at the top, be conscious of the pause, and then 3-second exhales, and then pause at the bottom and be conscious of the pause at the bottom. So doing it with me. So inhale for 3, 2, 1, hold at the top, and exhale through the nose, 3, 2, 1, pause at the bottom. Inhale, 3, 2, 1, pause at the top, and exhale, 3, 2, 1. So keep doing that for a couple more breaths, so just counting in your head. You can extend the counting if it suits your breath. Okay, so we're going to focus on that pausing at the top of the inhale and at the bottom of the exhale throughout our movement today. So moving on to all fours, we're just starting in cat and cow, so hands under shoulders, knees hip distance apart. We're just inhaling and arching the spine, looking up, pausing, and then exhale, rounding and pause. Inhale and pause. Exhale. Pause. And one more. Inhale. Pause and exhale. Pause. Awesome. Then coming into downward dog. So spreading the fingers out nice and wide, and then on the next inhale, pushing back up to downward dog. Keeping the knees bent if this is the first downward dog of the day. And we're just going to take some nice deep breaths here. So in through the nose and out through the mouth. Pausing at the top. And pause pausing at the bottom before you take that next breath in. And just one more. And the next inhale, bringing the right foot up in between the hands, letting the left knee fall to the ground. Inhale here, pause. And exhale as you bring the left foot up, coming into a forward fold. Pause at the bottom. Inhale up to halfway. And exhale down. Pause. Inhale all the way up to stand, bringing the hands up above the head. And exhale, hands in front of the heart. And pausing when you get there. Inhale, stretching up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale up to halfway. Pause. And exhale back to plank. Pausing in plank. And just taking a couple of breaths in plank. So you can either be on your feet or on your knees if it's easier. We're just taking a few breaths here, pausing at the top and the bottom of the breath. And on the next exhale, lowering into chaturanga. And pause. And then inhale, coming up to cobra. Pausing at the top. Exhale there. And then inhale into downward dog. And exhale out the mouth. Couple of deep breaths here, in through the nose. Pause at the top and exhale through the mouth. And just one more, in through the nose. Exhaling everything out the mouth. On the next inhale, bringing the left foot forward in between the hands. The right knee comes onto the ground. Inhale and pause. And exhale into forward fold. Inhale halfway. Pause. And exhale forward fold. Inhale all the way up, joining the hands at the top, stretching up, opening the heart. And exhale, bringing the hands in front of the heart. And pause. Inhale, stretching all the way back up. Hands up above the head and exhale into forward fold. Pause at the bottom. Inhale up to halfway. And exhale all the way down. Inhale back into plank. Holding plank for a couple of breaths. So either on your feet or on your knees. Pausing at the top of the inhale and at the bottom of the exhale. On the next exhale, lowering into chaturanga. Pause at the bottom. And inhale into cobra or upward dog. Pause. And exhale, downward dog. Breathing in through the nose and then letting it all out through the mouth. Couple more of these. On the next inhale, bringing the right leg up the back and the right foot in between the hands, coming up to crescent lunge. So the back foot is curled under, coming into a crescent lunge. Arms up by your ears. And taking a couple of breaths here. Bringing the hands down into prayer in front of the heart. Taking an inhale. And then exhale, twisting over to the right, placing the left elbow on the side of the right leg, if you can get there. If the twisting is too hard, then just staying in crescent lunge. And just taking some nice deep breaths here, remembering to pause at the top and the bottom of the breath. On the next inhale, coming back up to crescent. And exhale into plank. Taking a couple of breaths in plank. On the next exhale, lowering into chaturanga. Pause at the bottom. Inhaling to cobra or upward dog. And exhale, downward dog. Inhaling through the nose. And letting a sigh out the mouth. And one more. On the next inhale, bringing the left leg up the back. And the left foot in between the hands, coming up to crescent lunge. Arms by the ears. And bring that breath. Bringing the hands into prayer in front of the heart. Taking an inhale here. And on the next exhale, twisting over to the left. Popping the right elbow on the other side of the left thigh. Making sure that right leg up at the back is nice and activated. And don't forget to do those pauses. The top and the bottom of the breath. On the next inhale, twisting back into center. Back up to crescent lunge. And exhale into plank on the feet or the knees, taking a couple of breaths here. On the next exhale, lowering into chaturanga, pausing, inhale, upward dog, and exhale, downward dog. And then just coming forward into a seat. So same position as what we started on. You can prop yourself up on a pillow or you can just sit flat on the ground. We're going to go do Dharmakasana arms. So we're going to pop the right arm up like this in front of our face. And then we're going to have the left arm underneath. And then we're going to join the hands. We look like this. I'm just rounding the back so that you get a nice stretch of the upper back. Just bringing yourself back to the breath while you stretch your upper back and shoulders here. So inhaling through the nose, holding at the top. Exhale through the nose and holding at the bottom. And switching arms, so we have the right arm on top. This time we're going to have the left arm on top. Join the hands if you can. Round the back, so you get a good stretch of the back of the heart. And bringing the arms down, popping the palms face, ground down on the thighs. So palms down, ground down. And then joining the thumb and the forefingers. Sitting up nice and tall. I'm just going to continue with that breathing. So I'm going to count us in. I'm going to try 4 seconds now. So breathing in through the nose for 4, 3, 2, 1. Holding for 2, 1, 2, and breathing out 4, 3, 2, 1. Holding. Breathe in 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold at the top. Breathe out 4, 3, 2, 1. Couple more rounds. In 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold at the top. Out 4, 3, 2, 1. And just doing the last one on your own. Just letting your breath go back to that natural rhythm. Stop with the pausing now. Just letting it be. Before we finish, just really zoning in and having a feel of what your energy is like now. Do you feel calmer? Are you able to breathe easier? You can breathe more oxygen in so that you get more oxygen to all of your cells. I hope this has set you up for the rest of the day with some more calming energy. If you want to know any more about how to create or boost your energy in different ways, then give me a message. I'm always happy to chat. Something I'm quite conscious of and aware of because I've ran myself down in the past, burnt myself out. Okay, thank you again for coming, guys, and please leave a comment to let us know how you feel, and I'll be back on. My days for these lives now are Tuesday, Thursday, Friday. Every week. Tuesday, Thursday, Friday. For, the rest of the school term. Namaste. Thanks, Carly and Kaya.